Good morning. It's the 27th of May, day whatever of the lockdown, and today's very important because at 9 a.m. this morning the world class test track and trace system goes live. Now, how many times has Boris Johnson and Matt Hancock told us that this is a world class system? It's been on trial in the Isle of Wight. World class, better than anyone else in the world. Sounds like Trump, but they've been saying it's better than anywhere else in the world. Better than anywhere. This test, track and trace system. Now, for starters, the trial in the Isle of Wight is fucking shit, because there's somebody with a blue tick on Twitter, so he's famous or whatever. He tweeted yesterday that his parents live on the Isle of Wight and they're part of this trial, and they've lost the app. They've lost the app. How do you lose an app? It's not just them. Thousands of people on the Isle of Wight have lost the app. I don't know if everyone's lost the app, but definitely thousands have. How do you lose a fucking app? So, their world-class test, track and taste or whatever, going live today. Can't be that world class because there's no app. The app is not being launched today, right? So it is just test, track and trace with people, 27,000 people phoning strangers up saying you've got to isolate for 14 days because you had close contact with someone who's tested positive. Now, I understand that that's a good thing, right? But the government's description of close contact is within 2 meters of someone for 15 minutes or more. Now, if you're following the rules, and we all like rules, and we're all following these rules, aren't we, boys and girls? Everyone's following these rules, including the government, apparently. That is against the rules to go within 2 meters. They've said one person can meet one person from another bubble, right? But they've got to still stay 2 meters away. So that's not counted because you're 2 meters away, right? You've got to be within 2 meters for 15 minutes or more. That means if you've been following the rules, like everyone says, right, follow the rules, then that's only people that you live with. So why do they need 27,000 tracers, people phoning up saying you live with this person, right? You could just tell the fucking bloke or girl who's been tested positive to go home and fucking tell your family to self-isolate for 14 days. It's fucking simple. So they've got all these tracers and they're fucking putting them into a spreadsheet that will feed a database in the back end. World class? I don't think so. Any of my boys that used to work for me could have programmed that in 10 minutes with the distraction of a male Thai lap dancer going mad on their knees, right? Just wiggling their arse in front of their face, right? They could have programmed this with one hand, with all that that putting off business, right? It's fucking simple. World class, better than anywhere in the world. What a fucking joke. And a woman they got in charge of this, who Boris Johnson mentioned about 1,000 times yesterday, who then appeared with Matt Hancock, Dido, whatever, calls herself Dido. Her name isn't Dido, it's some kind of nickname. She was CEO of TalkTalk when a 15-year-old snuck in the back door and nicked 200,000 names and addresses of fucking TalkTalk users. She was in charge of that and she had to resign because of it. What a fucking joke. The security, she doesn't really care about it. Well, she doesn't fucking know anything about it anyway. Fuck's sake. Her husband is one of Boris's mates. He's a Tory MP. He's a Boris fan. Oh, I'll give your wife a job. Yes, she can do the test, track and trace thing, whatever. What a fucking joke. This is an absolute joke. So from 9 o'clock this morning, you get a phone call from somebody you don't know telling you got to self-isolate. I bet there's loads of crank calls going out, people you don't like. Yeah, you got to self-isolate 14 days, mate. Yeah, government say that. Yeah. The police be walking past your house about every half hour, make sure you're indoors, you know what I mean? Fucking joke. The whole thing is such a fucking joke, and it's got me really fucking angry. Really angry. For fuck's sake. This is a worry. I've got so much more to say about this. But that is the biggest worry.